4 years ago, former Boise State wide receiver Khalil Shakir was drafted in the 5th round by the Buffalo Bills. Since then, he's performed so well that this offseason they rewarded him with a $60 million contract. Happy Monday to you all and welcome once again into Jay's Sports Bar. Today, we're going to catch up with one of the more sure-handed pass catchers in the NFL. Khalil Shakir is the only wide receiver in the NFL to catch at least 80% of the passes thrown his way on at least 50 targets in each of the last 2 seasons. To this day, he credits his time in the City of Trees for setting him up for success at the next level. So, without further ado, we are joined now by former Boise State legend Khalil Shakir, now crafting his own legend with the Buffalo Bills. Khalil's been a minute here, bud. How are we doing these days?
We're good, man. Just like I was saying before, just running some errands out here, but life is good. Life is good. I appreciate you for having me.
Getting ready for year 4 in the NFL. You guys have been out in Buffalo almost as long as you lived in Boise. How are Sailor and the dogs doing?
Good. Sailor's actually right next to me driving, and then the dogs are doing great. They're happy with what we just got them with the move and everything and bigger space and all that. So everything's great.
Okay. So you scaling up in Buffalo then, it sounds like, or are you back home, or what's it look like now?
Yeah, I think we've moved almost every year since being in Buffalo. But it was time to get the dogs something nice and wherever they can run around now and stuff like that. So.
All right. Well, soon you're going to be back in Boise. We're going to tell everybody why here in just a little bit. But first things first, I know that you're busy these days, and you had a heck of a season last year for the Bills. But how much are you paying attention to Boise State football these days? They went to obviously the Fiesta Bowl last year. There's going to be a guy joining the NFL pretty soon that's pretty good at running back. How much did you pay attention to the Broncos last year?
Yeah, I'm tuned in a decent amount. I mean, Coach D leading the way, that's my guy right there. So anything that I can do to help support him and the team, I will be there for it if I can. I mean, it doesn't help that the games are at 11 o'clock here at night, so that's just with the time change and everything. But no, I'm tuned in for sure.
What do you think of Ashton Genty's performance last season? I feel like everybody kind of had the chance to fall in love with him on draft night, go 6th overall to the Oakland Raiders, and didn't have to wait very long. How do you think he's going to do in the league, Khalil?
Yeah, I think he's going to be great. I mean, obviously, you watch him and his ability to obviously make guys miss, and the first guy rarely or never brings him down. Usually you got to bring the whole team to bring him down. So, I mean, he's already shown that he has the physicality to be, an NFL running back, and make things happen. So I'm super excited to see what happens with him.
I go back to your draft experience, and, we're all yelling at our TV screens, you got to take this guy. And the Buffalo Bills get lucky enough to draft you in the 5th round. And boy, have you punched above your weight, at least draft position-wise, ever since you entered the league, Khalil. And, I was looking this up today. Recent 5th-round draft picks with at least 75 catches in a season to go along with 800 yards in a season. You eclipsed both those numbers last year. But, you talk about guys like, Khalil Shakir's in that group, Tyreek Hill, George Kittle, Puka Nacua, Stephon Diggs, your former teammate. What is it like for you to kind of work your way into names like those who are some of the best to ever catch a ball, really, in the National Football League?
Yeah, I mean, it's special. I think it's something that I pride myself on getting better every year, And I think what I was able to do is just a start to do better things in the future here. So, I mean, all those guys you just said are obviously unreal players, So it's nice to be in good company, but definitely looking forward to seeing what's next and obviously taking it a step up every single year.
Because of the way you go about your business, Khalil, you recently landed a life-changing contract that you absolutely earned. I'm just curious, how do you celebrate or acknowledge personal success? You always seem so focused that you almost seem quiet now. But how do you acknowledge personal success? Because you have to do it at some point in time, right?
Congrats, man.
Appreciate it. Yes, sir. Proud of you, man.
Thank you.
I'm not one to sit here and think about my numbers and all that type of stuff. I mean, I will say that the thing that I like to do most is just being around my family and being around people I love. That's the way I celebrate my own success, is being around the ones that I love, because I obviously would not be here if it wasn't for the ones that were around me growing up and helping me get, to this point. Of course, that day I got the call I mean, I think it was like the next day, that morning, early morning, or the night before, I was made aware at like 9 p.m., you know, what was kind of going down. And me and the wifey, you know, celebrated a little bit. And it was quick, though. It was like, you know, got on to the next day and everything was kind of put out there and phone was blowing up and things like that. And for me, it's dope to have that support system around me, and I'm super thankful for it. But as far as just, you know, acknowledging my personal success, I mean, I don't even really think I do that much. I just like to get around family when I can, and the ones that love me and see me more than just a football player, right? So.
Who do you credit this for, Khalil? Because I feel, I mean, you were always focused. You were always that guy at Boise State. I mean, like, here's how I judge impact, you know, by a Boise State football player. It's you guys have been gone for years, and all of a sudden your names randomly come up in a press conference when an old coach is talking about you guys. Like the other day you came up. The other day John Ojukwu came up. Avery Williams comes up every now and then. And it's never because of what you did on the field statistically. It's always the impact you had, the work ethic, the blue collar mentality. But seriously, like the other day your name came up just randomly. What is that, you know, for a guy that like always wanted to do it the right way? What's it like for you to hear that?
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. I think for me, I like to leave as much of an impact as I can. So just whether that's with other, you know, old teammates and old coaches, you know, in the current moment when I'm working with them, I like to, you know, put my head down, go to work and show them, you know, everything I'm about. And hopefully that leaves an impact to where, you know, the next group of guys they're coaching that, you know, I can be used as an example. You
talk about family. I saw your little bro got a mini camp invite. Any advice for him? What are you telling him right now as he, you know, tries to chase down his NFL dream?
Yeah, I'm actually about to call him right after this. Yeah, I mean, he's one of the hardest working guys I know. I mean, I would say he's an even better athlete than me. You know, for him, it's just putting it all together, and I'm super excited for, you know, what he's about to do and the opportunity that he has, right? For me, I've always told him just as long as your foot's in the door, you know, you have an opportunity to make something happen. And, you know, whatever that looks like, I know he's going to be set up for success for whatever he chooses to do in life. So I'm just super excited for him. He knows, put his head down, go to work. You don't need to say much. Just let your play do the talk. Let, you know, the questions you ask in the film room and how willing you are to learn. Let all that just, you know, do its course, and I think he'll be all right.
So wait, as big bro, do you admit to little bro that he's the better athlete?
I would say all around probably. I mean, he's definitely bigger than me and stronger than me. The dude is a unit. I figured that out last time I seen him. It's always funny every time I see him. I swear he gets bigger. So he's somebody that, like I said, he works. The dude knows how to work. So if you're looking for somebody that's a workhorse and that's gonna, you know, definitely you can use as an example, just in the weight room, in the film room, and, you know, doing everything that you can to be ready for game day. He's the guy. So super excited for him.
Your family was awesome during your time here. And I know that, you know, day to day, maybe it's hard to, you know, slow things down and really think about this, but is it wild to think that, you know, in a couple of weeks when your brother goes off to that rookie minicamp, that there's going to be 2 Shakirs in the NFL? I mean, you guys were running around probably breaking stuff at mom's house not that long ago, and I mean, now you guys are both going to be in the league for that, you know, for at least that minute. We'll see what happens, maybe longer.
Right. Yeah, it is pretty crazy. I mean, I know for sure myself and my little brother have, you know, that's been our lifelong dream is to play in the NFL. And obviously I'm doing that right now. And he has the opportunity to, you know, make something special happen. And like I said, I think he will. You know, our whole family's been, you know, athletes, you know, growing up, whether it was playing soccer, running track, football, whatever it was, you know, just been a very like sporty family. But for me, I've always known that with my little brother that he's going to have the opportunity to do something. Like I said, I think just knowing him and how he is and how he operates on a day-to-day basis, it's just going to be super exciting. So yeah, hopefully, you know, something comes out of this. I think it will, and I think he'll be ready when the opportunity presents itself.
Well, I mean, I personally am a fan of the team that he's going to get an opportunity for. I mean, we're all big Bills fans, but I grew up a Hawks fan, so I saw the edit with him in the Hawks uniform or whatever. I'm personally rooting for him. Obviously, Tyreese, great kid, and I hope that he hangs on with my Seattle Seahawks here. So, before long, you're going to be back in the city of trees. Everybody's getting ready for Shakirfest out here. Tell us a little bit about this, Khalil, and why do you want to come back to Boise?
I try and get back there at least once a year, and typically it's for a couple days, and I've always felt the need to kind of reconnect with the Boise community. And every time I go back, I never want to leave. I love the city so much, and the city's done so much for me. The community's done so much for me. There's a lot of people that live there that I wouldn't be where I'm at without them. So, I figured why not try and do something special and, host, I think my wife came up with the name Shakirfest, and that's June 6th. We're doing a kids camp, and that'll be a lot of fun, ages 6 through 16. At the indoor at the facilities, so right next to the blue. So it's definitely something that I miss seeing and playing on. So we're gonna have shirts, goodie bags for the kids. It'd be a great time. We'll do drills, obviously some fun games, and I have some of the past players, come out and help coach with me. So it'll be a great time. I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to that. And then also the next day, on June 7th, we're doing a golf tournament that I recently got into golf a couple years ago, and now I'm addicted. And I was like, well, if we're gonna do a kids camp, we're probably gonna be there for the weekend. Let's do a golf tournament too, So super excited for that as well. You can join as an individual or even, your own foursome. And, there's prizes for first, second, third place. There's a closest to the pin, and as well as a longest drive, all the gifts we're kind of coming up with right now. But the first place that we've came to the conclusion we're going to do is a trip to Vegas. So that's the start. So it gives people a reason to definitely want to win. Who doesn't love a trip to Vegas, right? So it'll be a great time. I'm super excited for it. More details will come out as we get closer and closer. A lot of this stuff, a lot of the information is on our website, and you can go to Shakir Foundation on Instagram and click on there and see all the prizes and the websites, if I'm not clear enough, because I know I might be talking kind of fast right now. And also, all the proceeds are going to a nonprofit organization called K9s for Warriors, which is a organization that trains dogs for veterans with PTSD and things like that. So they kind of get their own service dogs, and I thought that kind of stuck out to me because my dad, obviously he was a Marine, and he was a Marine for 25 years, and so that sticks out. And then us here, we're in Buffalo. We like to do a lot of work with the shelters around here and getting these pups a home. So we thought it was the perfect organization to work with, and we're super excited to work with them as well.
That's why I kind of brought up your pups at the beginning of this, because I know that they mean a lot to you there. What are their names? How long have you had them? And how have they made you fall further in love with dogs in general here?
Yeah, so Penny is our little golden retriever. She's 2.5. And that was our first dog. We got her, I got her for the wifey going into training camp my first year so she could have a little buddy. And she's a little sweetheart. Missy, we actually went into our very first adoption event. What was that, last May? Last May, went to an adoption event. And we were like, we'll go in, we'll just look around, We weren't really planning on getting another dog, and fell in love with her. She's a little pit mix. She's the sweetest dog ever. But now she just turned 1 not too long ago. And the dogs, I talk about them a lot, and almost every chance I get to, I will. It's just, you come home every day and they're there smiling, happy to see you, ready to play, there to cheer you up. So that's kind of how we just started doing our thing with the shelters around here, just because of how, our dogs make us feel. So,
the NFL can be pretty strict with uniform rules, but once a year or so, they allow you guys to basically design your own shoe. My cause, my cleats. This was your cause, right?
Yes. My cause was our pup Missy that we got from Nickel City K9 up here in Buffalo. The cleat was amazing.
Yeah.
Obviously, Nickel City is the organization that we got Missy from, but we did a lot of work with a lot of the different places around here. But yeah, I mean, it's a great way. We did an adoption event last year during the season as well, and I think we worked with about 8 different organizations that came out, brought pups, had a whole bunch of people show up, and even got what I would say around 15 dogs adopted. So it's definitely a blessing to be able to have that impact, to do something like that and to get these pups a home. And hopefully, those pups have a life-changing impact on those families as well.
So you can golf on June 7th with Khalil Shakir and also help out a good cause. I want to go back to June 6th, the kids' football camp. Khalil, I think we all have that moment at some point in time in our childhood when we love sports, where we come across, whether it be a college or professional athlete, and they kind of offer us that inspiration, right? Like, oh man, I want to be like him one day. And there's so many kids right now in Buffalo and Boise that look at you and say that. But what was your? Did you have that moment in your childhood? Was there a player, an athlete that inspired you to be where you're at today, and maybe just give you that little bit of hope or motivation when you were a kid?
Yeah, I mean, I had a few guys that, my dad actually had us wearing 21 for Deion Sanders, and obviously the player that he was and the impact that he still has on, the whole world today. I was also a huge Chad Ochocinco fan. I used to have his jersey. Obviously, dude threw a party every time he was on the field, right? So just seeing stuff like that, and when I was a kid, I was like, man, that is so cool that he's out there, doing that, and obviously, balling as well, right? Every single opportunity he got, he was out there doing his thing. But definitely, I would say those are the two that I definitely looked up to most as a kid. And as we got going, I mean, even when I was at Boise, I looked up to, Madison, and I looked up to Avery. There's a lot of guys who are my friends that I looked up to, that are in the league doing their thing. Cedric Wilson, all those guys are guys that I looked up to, just seeing that, getting to Boise and seeing them come out of Boise and make a career, being in the league and things like that. It's always special just to see those ones close to you have that kind of success,
Yeah. For the record, I think we all look up to Avery Williams.
Yeah, he's a great dude. He's a great dude.
He's an awesome dude. Over in Philly now, saw him down at the Mountain West basketball tournament. Seems happy. Just a great human being right there. Real quick, Khalil. Now, so we'll get all that information out there about your kids' camp and then in the golf tournament. But before I leave you, now that you have that stability moving forward, right? How do you think that will help you even reach the next level? You get 100 targets last year, over 70 catches, 821 yards. What is left for Khalil Shakir to achieve?
Yeah, I mean, I think every receiver's goal when they come into the league is to hit that 1,000-yard mark in a season, I think that's definitely the next big one for me. And just showing that I keep improving. I mean, every year I pick something that I want to improve on. And, with obviously each year taking a step in the right direction, I think this year I just want to become more explosive and make more of those, the plays down the field and things like that. So I would definitely say the main goal is 1,000 yards. Obviously we hit the 820 mark this past season, but I definitely know there's more left out there, and I'm super excited for that. And I can't wait for season. I know we got a few months, but I'm ready to go. I'm ready to keep proving people wrong and just keep it pushing.
Yeah, you gonna work on your golf game between now and then though?
Oh yeah, definitely. The weather in Buffalo here is getting nice, so
yeah.
Sun's been out. Definitely need to get out there more and practice. We're not great, but there's nothing like being out there and on a nice sunny day. And I mean, however long the round is, I lose track of time out there. So I mean, we're shooting mid-90s right now.
Okay.
We're trying to break 90. We've been trying for the longest, and it hasn't been able to happen. So hopefully we'll get there before I gotta put the clubs up for the year.
What's the best part of your game? How long are you off the tee, Khalil?
Yeah, that's probably the worst part of my game. Yeah, and I would say it depends on the day. I don't know if my putting's going to be great. I don't know if my driver's going to be great. Short game, it all depends on the day, and they all like to flip-flop. They can never all align.
Just get to a point where you can beat Josh Allen, okay?
Yeah, that might take my life, so we'll see. We'll see.
Khalil, I greatly appreciate you sharing a few minutes with us. We can't wait to see you in Boise a little bit later on this summer. Again, June 6th, June 7th, kids camp, as well as golf tournament. Shakirfest coming to Boise this summer. Please thank your wife for driving and allowing us to steal some of your time while you guys run errands. And I'll get off right now so that you can go call your little bro Tyreese, who's about to go try and achieve his NFL dream. Wish him luck for us and the best to you and your family, Khalil.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good talking to you. Thank you so much for having me. Hopefully we'll do this again soon. So thank you.
Sounds good, Khalil. If you're looking for more information on Shakirfest, check out Shakir.Foundation on Instagram. Again, the kids' football camp is on June 6th inside the Kevin Williams Sports Complex over at Boise State. Then the following day, you can hit the links at Timberstone Golf Course. Personally, I cannot wait to catch up with Khalil in person next month. He is truly one of the best to ever put on the blue and orange. That is going to do it for this edition of J Sports Bar, serving the Idaho sports community.